welcome back to CarCast with Taylor, Dylan, and Q. It's episode 4, and this is broken into 2 parts. So, part 1, we're going to talk about
UK
Drag Race UK. So let's do a quick recap. Cher Valentine went home. And Veronica Green won the challenge.
Pizza badge.
And it was Rats the Rusical,
which I liked. A lot of people apparently hated because
I didn't hate it.
They just thought it was unimpressive, but I liked it.
I liked it.
I thought it was fun.
As long as you're making fun of cats, then that's fine.
It had just that campiness that I liked.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so moving on. The mini challenge is Notting Hill Carnival Limbo, where they have to be dressed in carnival costume. Quick drag, 15 minute. 15-minute drag. And they have to dress in carnival costume and go under a limbo stick. So my favorite comment out of that is that 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, it's okay because I look the same. Tia. So
yeah, Tia Coffee does great on the quick challenges because she doesn't do much. So
yes,
she's basic as they
except lady. You know, she didn't win this one. Yeah. The first one to go was Lawrence Chaney, but everybody was making comments about how Ellie did tug and needed the bikini wax. Of course, you know, on TV we can't really see. Yeah. But I'm sure, you know, when they're in the workroom, it's different, right? Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of the girls over there are very unshaven, so you know.
Like Ginny.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about Ginny later.
It's their aesthetic.
Speaking of Ginny was the second person to, and I love that. The first bar, Jeannie just walked under it. Yeah. She didn't even try, like, no. And then Ahura, and then Tia, Ellie's sister, Astina, Bimini, and then the final 2 was Tace and Veronica. Unfortunately, they both fell, so they both won, technically. Yeah. And as, you know, as winners of that mini challenge, after the mini challenge, they paired up with their best Judy, yeah. Meaning their best you know, pal. Yes, their best friend in the competition, right? Yeah. And they were, Tace and Veronica, were, because, you know, they were the winners. They had to choose and assign colorful boxes to each pair, and the challenge is who wore it best. So the boxes have identical materials, so they're basically competing against their person. Okay, can I go on the script first? I'm sorry, I'm trying to explain what's in there. Like, so in the box are identical materials of the same color or shade, and then they have to create their own outfit. And then Rue dropped it that, oh, by the way, you guys have to compete with your best Judy. So it became fashion frenemies who wore it best. That's what it is. So the pairings are sister and Ginny, and they were assigned pink. Veronica and Tia. Veronica chose green. Ooh, Michelle Visage. Tace and Ahura. Tace chose black. I wonder why.
Says everything looks better in black.
Yeah, that's what she said, but whatever. Astina and Bimini was assigned blue, and the Scottish girls were assigned gold. And I love what Lauren said. Ooh, anything that is gold that reminds her of a chocolate sweet treat wrapper, she's there. She can make it work. Okay, now you can go. Shut the fuck up. So it is a sewing challenge, which is weird because the episode for season 13 is also a sewing design challenge. So it's just kind of like, oh.
So do you think the producers purposely picked green knowing that Michelle hates green just to see what the girls would do?
You know, honestly, I don't think it is. Green is one of the basic colors.
Yeah. But there's so many colors out there you could choose from.
Like what? Purple?
Purple, pink.
I mean, the
yellow.
blue and the black are already kind of dark, so they need, it's drag.
Yeah.
They need, you know,
brighter colors.
Yeah. So
leopard print.
Yeah, it's not a solid color. Leopard print is not a solid color. But anywho, the design challenge, but you know, Drag Race has been around for 13 seasons. Every girl knows that there is going to be a sewing challenge. It's not like season 1, season 2, season 3 that most of the challenges, even season 4, most of the challenges, they have to make their own costume.
Yeah.
They have to make their own, you know, they have to design something. And that's what I'm kind of missing, is going back to, you know, I wish they would go back to that kind of format where they can bring their own stuff.
But they got to design a lot of it.
Some of it, you know, they have to design a lot, and that's what I'm missing, because these girls nowadays, you know, they spend a lot of money, you know, designing all these,
paying designers to do that.
Yeah, paying designers to have these, you know, gorgeous costumes, gorgeous dresses, gorgeous gowns, and these girls are not making a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like what they were Ellie and Lawrence were asked during the rule walkthrough, you know, if they're fashion forward girls in Scotland, and they said not really, because you know they make £15 a gig, and that's the highest they can go, and it's kind of sad, because even if you are popular, that's all you're gonna get paid for.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And that's why a lot of the clubs always tell you that the girls are working for tips, because they're not getting paid a lot by the club.
Definitely, definitely.
Unless you're going to one of these big, huge clubs and you are a big name star now, where they can draw in a crowd.
Exactly.
The smaller actual shows, you're not making money.
Yeah, I mean, even some of the big name girls that came through in Hawaii when, you know, when the clubs were open, some of them didn't even draw a lot of people.
A lot of a crowd.
Yeah. One of them was Laganja. She was amazing as a performer, but unfortunately,
her fans were too high. They didn't remember she was over there.
No, but unfortunately, you know, it as I said, it's kind of sad, because, you know, a lot of people do not know that these girls, just to be in the show, have to dish out that much money, because they have to pay all these designers to make stuff for them, and it's really sad.
I wonder how many of the girls right now are actually working on like trade, like I'll promote your looks if you give me the look for free, kind of a thing.
I'm sure there are some, you know, like
sure they're designers.
I know some of the New York queens that
have friends that are designers.
Exactly. You know, do that. So, but anywho, we are going astray from what we're supposed to be talking about, which is the season, the episode. So anywho, my question is, why are some girls still cannot sew, or at least know basic of sewing?
You know, take a basic class if you're gonna, you know,
exactly, especially if you want to do drag, like, because no matter what, you're gonna have to create something on your own, just so you can show your person. You know, yes, you can pay somebody to create a gorgeous gown, but you would need to sass it up. That way there's personality, because it's not your design, it's theirs. It's their personality, not yours. Yeah. You know, so but during the walkthrough, Ginny and sister Ginny was asked by Ru basically that, you know,
filming 5-0 over here today.
5-0 is not here anymore, it's PI.
Magnum PI, sorry.
Yes, that's why we have traffic. So Ginny was challenged to be sexy, and honestly, I know a lot of gay people in the community who still doesn't feel that they're sexy or don't see themselves as sexy, and a lot of the guys, or a lot of gay guys, validate that feeling that they have, that, you know, because they don't pay attention to them.
So basically Ginny like accentuates her quirkiness to make up for the fact that she doesn't feel sexy. Exactly.
And, you know, so
and she works the quirky very well.
Oh yes, we'll talk about that later. But so she was challenged, and she borrowed paddings, she borrowed the breastplates, but after that, you know, sister and Ginny were having a conversation, and Ginny basically said, I chose yellow because it's a non-binary color. That's her way of coming out as a non-binary person. And finally, you know, this is only season 2, but in season 1 we didn't see any heart. No. From Queens. We had a lot of laughter, but real
laughter and passion,
real emotion, we didn't see that until this episode, where Ginny came out, Bimini comforting her because she is also a non-binary. Yeah. You know, and that is something. Yes, the drama is fun, but when you see somebody in a reality show pour their heart and soul coming out, I applaud you.
They're giving that platform a voice.
Yes, I applaud you, and I love you, and I get to I wish to get to meet you someday, you know, especially Bimini. But going on, Ellie and Lawrence. They were asked by Ru, basically, Jesus Christ, I'm just rambling here. Bimini, Ellie and Lawrence were asked by Ru if they notice anybody having, you know, rivalries, and there was a long pause, and basically Lawrence was like, Tesi Nahora, I'm noticing a lot of sexual tension. Now you chime in on that one.
They have a lot of sexual tension.
Yeah, like
a lot. Now, who was the one that previously had dated?
Ahura and Tace.
Was it them that had previously dated?
Yes. Tace and Ahura may or may not have hooked up, but obviously they know each other very well, yeah, according to Tace.
Ahura is just kind of getting to me though. She's just too much attitude, like.
It comes to the territory for being a younger queen, yeah, you know, trying to be competitive with.
But they're all young, pretty young over there.
Well, the oldest one is 30.
Yeah.
And no, Ginny is not the oldest one. Joe Black was the oldest.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Ahura and Tace do not like the fact that it's being pointed out that there's a lot of sexual tension between the two of them.
I mean, just come out. Like,
yeah,
it's right there. It's being shown. You guys are showing it. Just admit to it, you know? Yeah, so, but
they work well together.
They do. They did.
So that was good.
And I'm sure they're going to work well together. And,
yeah.
So, yeah, going back to,
rivalries,
tensions. That's really the only. It's like watching Canada's Drag Race. Everybody's so nice to each other.
Yeah, they're very loving over there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
they do get catty, but they're still all very like.
I think the cattiness is more like reading.
Yeah.
It's not like the cattiness that we saw.
It's not meant to be mean.
It's not like the cattiness that we saw in season 1.
Yeah.
Especially with the Viv and Davina. Yeah. You know that those two are the front runners, and the competition is getting to them. Yeah. So, you know.
All right. So up next we have
Tia and Veronica.
Tia and Veronica, and they have
the walkthrough. Yeah, the green. And we all know, if you guys were watched the shows in season 3, Michelle Visage does not hates with a passion the color green.
Yeah.
But there is some green that she has worn in the show, and it works.
Yeah.
Like an emerald colored green.
Yeah, I'm sure this also has to do with the amount of green that's being used, like
yeah,
the amount of the shading and stuff of it.
Yeah. So, but what did you think of Tia though during that walkthrough?
I like Tia.
Well, yeah, we all know that. I'm talking about the walkthrough.
She can't sew.
She can't.
So she's kind of has to figure out how to, you know, glue it and make it work.
Yeah, she needed glue and Jesus Christ.
She needed glue and Jesus Christ. She had a concept that just kind of, she completely flipped a 180 on. That, you know, it's hard when you're dealing with a partner because you want to make sure you both look good. Because if you're in the bottom, you're both in the bottom. So.
Well, this one has to be in the bottom, one has to be in the top. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I mean, you're still both at risk. Versus if you're do really well, then you're at the top, and neither of you are at risk of being at the bottom.
Well, it doesn't. With this one, it doesn't matter though. One still will be on the top. One will still be on the bottom. That was part of the challenge.
Yeah.
So even if they do good, one has to be at the top, one has to be in the bottom. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but still, you want to do good for your team. You don't want to drag your team down. Even if it's a one-in-one situation, you still want to do good.
Yeah, so...
Which Veronica felt that Tia was kind of not going to do good and pull them down because of her...
there are people, you know, even Tace and Ahura. Tace don't know how to sew.
Yeah. So her whole costume was...
hot glued and safety pin.
Yeah.
Who else cannot sew? Astina cannot sew.
No. And it's like, come on, take a sewing class.
Huh?
Take a sewing class, learn to sew.
Yeah. Or ask, you know, be like Shangela in season 3. I'm not gonna, or season 2. You know.
Ask someone to help.
Ask someone to help you with it. I'm not asking. What she said to Pandora is like, I'm not gonna ask you to make the garment for me, but I need you to help me understand how to work this thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, just be like Shangela.
Yeah.
And look at where she is now. She's hallelujahing all over the place because she's famous. You know.
Don't be like Tace and have Ahura make your whole costume for you. Okay, she didn't make her whole costume.
Okay, I was gonna say, but
she did a lot of work on it. Apparently.
I mean, she even said that, you know, I'm not gonna take credit for a piece of shit, you know.
But she did a lot of work on it, apparently.
Yes, apparently. Right. So moving on to the they're getting ready. There's I have to do this because I laughed so hard when I was watching this. When they were getting ready, Ginny was trying to put on the breastplate and the padding, and Lawrence is like, that's not sexy at all. Ginny looks like a sex doll with googly eyes on.
Those glasses.
No, and the funny thing is that after I watched it, I went to the gym, and the right below the gym is a salon, and it's a Chinese owner, and they're putting up their Chinese New Year decoration, and on one of them they have googly eyes. So it's just like I laughed out so loud on the way going up to the gym. Just like, Jesus Christ. Anywho, let's get on to the runway.
Well, we stopped at we stopped at Tia and Veronica.
Oh, is there anybody else?
Are there others?
Who?
Did we do Lawrence and Ellie? Oh, we did. Okay, then yes. All right.
I mean,
okay.
what?
I don't have notes in front of me because I'm driving.
No, what can we say about Asina and Bimini? They didn't get featured a lot.
Yeah.
Until towards the end.
Toward the end of it. Okay.
You know, so let's get to the runway. Who do we have first? Tace.
Yeah.
Ah, shoot.
It's that same hair that she had in the first episode.
Yeah. The only difference is that she put in a curl at the end.
Yeah.
And she put in, looks like safety pins, just so it will, you know, be cohesive with yeah. That was it. But why the horns? I'm still bored. Like, yeah. I've said this from day one of watching this season. I'm bored of Tace. Yeah. I'm really bored. Like,
not bringing it yet.
Just bring it. Like, what else?
She has the looks, but she left them at home. She forgot to pack them. Well, maybe it's the personality she forgot to pack. Yeah, well, both maybe. Yeah. Next one is Ahura. I liked Ahura's look.
It's gorgeous. I mean, you can tell that, you know, she went to fashion school. Oh, she went to fashion school, but she got blacklisted with the fashion industry in there because she does drag, which to me is very stupid and dumb. Because I think when you're into fashion design, it kind of goes hand in hand. You know, you create stunning pieces and you're gonna get blacklisted because you're doing something that...
Maybe it was more for her overall attitude they blacklisted her, and she just thinks it was because she does drag.
I don't know, maybe. But you know what? It kind of reminds me of Sharon Needles in season 4. Yes. Yep. Especially with the hair. Yep. Yeah. And it's a bitch ball challenge.
But it's a cute look on her.
It is a very cute look. Next up, Jeannie.
Lemon.
Okay, she looks like Jimbo from Canada.
So my only comment on her was that I wish she had done something to, like a belt or something to pull in the waistline, so it wasn't all.
Well, that was their comment.
Yeah.
You know,
show off the fact, because she has a nice chest going on, she has the hips going on. She just needs to now show it off a little bit. But she stepped out of her comfort zone.
Yeah, but you know,
them a sexy look.
But that to her, she's still trying to find that sexy.
Yeah. And the whole makeup changed, like the whole.
I know. She looked like Jimbo from Canada's Drag Race with Amy Poehler's character in Mean Girls as the mom, with a touch of Jennifer Tilly and Jennifer Coolidge, and I think God, there's no Crocs.
Yeah. Yep. So nice little heel.
But I do love the combination of this yellow hair, yellow leggings, yellow shoes, and that gorgeous pink, watermelon pink. Ooh,
she did a good job.
Very, very good. Very, very good. And kudos, props for rising to the occasion, because you did it, girl. Yep. You did it.
And more importantly, she stepped out of her comfort zone early on in the season versus waiting till the very end.
Exactly. You know. Up next, Sister. She looks like a genie to me.
Yeah.
But it's just okay.
It's an okay look.
It's, you know,
the makeup threw me a little, but
yeah, because of that blue.
Yeah,
and she didn't put it all the way down to her hands. Like, you know, I wish
her was a genie look.
Huh?
Was she trying to be the genie?
It kind of looks like it with all the rouging and all the bagginess of it. However, I wish it was just a little bit more form-fitting. Yeah. And it's not as baggy, but you know, because it would have worked with that, you know, Anna Nicole kind of hair, with the big pink bow. And I wish that was just a bolero jacket instead of just, you know, a big cutout with your tits in there. Like, okay, whatever. How about Veronica?
Stunning
Veronica,
green.
I love you, Veronica Green.
You know, I sewed in a lining. I made this dress. Like, it was gorgeous on her.
She's still giving me Kylie Minogue in this one. Like, every time she steps out, it's so Kylie Minogue, and it's gorgeous, and it's very Irish. I'm not sure if she's Irish.
I don't know. but it's a gorgeous look.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's like, you know.
It was stunning.
It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Up next,
Taste. See, I thought Taste looked adorable.
Taste?
I mean, not Taste. Sorry, Tia looked adorable.
She did. I love the nod on the 80s.
Yeah.
But there were some parts of it that I was bored, especially the cut of the skirt. It was like,
but her makeup, her face, like, oh, she's just...
and then the necklace kind of threw me off too.
Yeah.
And I wish the pleating on the top are smaller. That way it shows a little bit more of you know, her gorgeous bone structures.
I mean, for someone who can't sew, she made her lack of abilities work.
Yeah, you know. So up next is Astina. You know what? She should have been Baroness Basic.
Yeah, it's a very...
With this one, it's very basic with those white pumps, very short skirt with the very long hair. I get what she's trying to go for. You know, she's trying to go for not quite Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon is
Ice Skater.
Well, she was going for anime, but it didn't come out as anime, because anime, they actually have pleatings. Yeah. On their underskirts, and this one is just like,
it was a very just like nah look.
Yeah, it's Bimini's one though. Ooh, gorgeous.
Bimini's outfit was gorgeous.
Like
the lace with the covering, you know, in front, but then opened up all on the back.
I know.
And then the hair. It was a gorgeous look.
It was beautiful. Even that paint though. Yeah. It's like, ooh, dark lady. Yeah. It's very beautiful.
She definitely stepped out of her comfort zone as well for that look.
I don't think she did step out much, because I think, you know, she's already comfortable. She already said that.
Well, she always shows a lot of skin, but you look at her aesthetic on the face and stuff, and the hair is usually a lot more, you know, she's one of the more campy queens as well, and she went for beauty in this one. A goth beauty, but beauty.
Well, she did go for beauty last week with the mod look, with the hair and the makeup. Yeah. The only thing that didn't work was the balloons. Yeah. So, you know, it's something.
Yeah.
Ellie.
Ellie was gorgeous.
Oh. I didn't get Marie Antoinette. I didn't get Marie Antoinette on this one, because the hair is, you know, a little short, and it doesn't have that thing on the skirt.
The panier.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was beautiful. I think she even sewed those boots.
The boot covers?
Yeah.
Probably.
And it's beautiful. And she's only 21.
21 years old.
21.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Okay, let's go to Lawrence Channer.
That was a great look on Lawrence as well.
That's good. And she really played on, you know, being that old matron. Yeah. That was just like
the motherly type.
No. Wait. I was gonna say cougar.
Oh. That works too.
It's like if Blanche Devereaux was Scottish.
Yeah.
You know, so, but it's beautiful. This is one girl who, she may be big, but she knows how to dress sexy for her. Yeah. That skirt with those hips, with those mermaid tails, oh, and those sleeves, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
Gorgeous look.
What kind of threw me off the first time I saw this? Well, the first time I watched it. So, for all of you guys, we watched it twice. We watch it, you know, just so we can see, we can have our initial reactions, and then we watch it again for notes. You know, but we also incorporate our the initial reactions to the notes that we already have, to the notes that we write down. So, because if we really want to, we can watch it live and live stream it with you guys. But we both work, and we work at two different times. So, you know, it'll be hard. I mean, unless we want to do a DVR thing, maybe for Snatch Game.
Maybe.
But it's not going to be a CarCast. So you'll just see how messy our apartment is. But
I'll just put up a green screen and
Yeah, our green screen probably is just, it was just cover the whole me and half of you. Yeah. But yeah, you know, they definitely gave design and fashion. They did, and they all rose to the occasions. That they all rose to the challenge. I mean, you can tell that even if it was, you know, being held by glue and what's that? Safety pins. It's still fashion.
It's prayers and Jesus that's holding it together.
The only thing that didn't really look fashion was Astina's.
Yeah. Astina's just looked like a little. Basically, it looked like she could have gone to the store and just bought that. There was no real design to it or anything.
I mean, even what's her name, Ginny's, because it was just a tube dress.
Yeah.
However, that's her interpretation of sexy.
Yeah.
You know, so you really can't blame her.
No. It's still, you can tell that it was made.
Yeah.
You can tell she made that. And that to me is more important on a design challenge. You want to be able to tell that the person actually made it versus, you know, we went out and bought it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Safe Queens, so basically it's, you know, each pair. The ones who were in the top was Ahura, Sister, Veronica, and Bimini, and Lawrence. And out of that, Lawrence won the challenge. So she got
a Ellie, though, they said it was really hard to pick because they were so good.
Lawrence got the Rupaulʻs badge. Woo!
Yay! And
you know, if you didn't wear it best, then unfortunately you're on the bottom. So on the bottom is Tace, Tia, Ginny, Astina, and Ellie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're gonna take Ellie out of that equation because
she's at the upper bottom.
She's she's like she's like top. You know how they had the five. She's six.
She's only on the bottom because
Lawrence was edged her out a little bit more with that design. It was beautiful.
Very.
So the guest judge was Jordan Dunn. She's a model. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You know.
What more can you say?
Yeah. She's stunning though. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
And
does she look like Linda Evangelista?
No. I'm sorry, but Joey J. We'll talk about that in part 2. Joey J. We'll talk about part 2. But the bottom 2, it was Tia and Astina lip syncing to was it Don't Stop Now, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. And they're all scared. They were all scared of Astina because Astina is a great lip syncer. However, when it started, you can tell, you already can tell that Astina's not gonna make it.
Yeah. Tia was just
when Tia gave those that campiness personality to that lip sync, Astina, you're gone.
She capped it up. She had fun with it.
Yeah, you're gone, girl. Bye.
I mean, you can tell she's not a strong dancer, but she works the stage. She knows how to entertain the audience.
I thought she was gonna make. I thought she was gonna split. And then boom. No, it's not even death drop. Oh, you have to pee?
Well, I'm gonna have to, and then we can eat before we do the second one.
Well, that's true. But yeah, so and Astina went home.
Astina went home.
Told you. It was a front runner, you know. So
and I mean, like they said, it's really hard with this because you can be a front runner and then one just wrong move,
one slip up and you're yeah.
That's all it takes is one slip up.
Yep, definitely. It's like, and you know, if we tag the girls when this episode comes out, I'm sure they're gonna say, well, why are you coming for me? You're not a judge. I'm like, yes, we are not, but we are viewers. expressing our reaction to well they reopened today. They've reopened, so it's kind of a busy.
I wouldn't say that we're coming for anybody, we're attacking anybody, but you know.
Yeah, we're not. You know, we're just expressing our opinion on you know, the episode. So basically that's it. Like, we don't you know, we're not trying to attack you unless your name is, you know, whatever. I'm not even gonna over there.
Yeah.
Shade.
I know.
So yeah, so but yeah, stay tuned for part 2. For now,
do you agree with, you know,
do I agree with
Adams who went home?
Who went home? No.
Who do you think should have gone home?
I'm sorry, but they should have gone home.
Case, yeah, she should have gone home.
She should have.
Case was not that impressive with her. Any of it.
As I said, you know, I'm still worried. I'm waiting for
her to bring it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, especially if what the UK girls were talking about, that she's really, really good. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe she'll bring it the next episode.
Where is the personality?
Maybe she'll bring it next episode. Alright, so we're gonna take an intermission break.
Yeah, it's just an intermission. So yeah. Stay tuned for part 2.
Boop, boop.
See ya.